Today at 12 noon, a court injunction of eviction will be served to over 100 workers who have been occupying this Visteon car parts factory in London for the past 9 days.
We were forced into walking into this building and occupying the building because this company acted appallingly.
Employees, some of whom had worked for the company for over 30 years, were given 10 minutes to clear out their lockers and told that their contracts, redundancy packages and pensions from the parent company Ford would not be honoured.
They closed the company down without giving us anything at all, not even a month's wages to pay our next mortgage payment.
A document uncovered by a local Labour MP shows that the Visteon management set up a new company called Automotive Products earlier in the year. This suggests that the Visteon bankruptcy was a manoeuvre to escape from financial obligations owed to the current workforce.
There's lots of information flying around that Steve Gorm, who's the managing director of Visteon UK, has bought this plant and the Basildon plant.
The owners are the same, all the money's still there. It was all just a pretense by the company. We can all see through that because they may not have believed it, but the people here are quite intelligent people.
The workers are gathering together for a meeting before the 12 o'clock deadline. News has spread about a meeting held yesterday in the United States between Ford and union leaders.
I think most people know the news. Yesterday in America, with the convener of the plant, Heaven Nolan, and the national officials, there was obviously a meeting with the senior executives, went on for about 4.5 hours. They've agreed to come over here on Tuesday, where the negotiations will open up. We are, I believe, talking about money. Now, I don't know the size of the money, I don't know anything else. But remember where we was last week. It's important to remember where we was last week. We had nothing. Now, I see it as a victory with a small v at this moment in time. We've still got to keep the pressure on the company and the negotiators from the other side over the next few days. We will be leaving this building at 12 o'clock. I know not everyone agrees with that, but our hands are going to be totally clean in all this. We've got the public support, we've got the support of everyone out there, and we'll keep going.
If we're in here breaking the law, once we're down on that street and they bolt this place up, we're breaking the law down here. Because they said this is unofficial.
Right.
So there's nothing to stop the police coming around from saying it's an unofficial picket line, move on or you're nicked.
There's nothing to stop the police coming in here, Shane.
We've got more of a chance in here than we have down there. And when all these cameras are gone,
Yeah.
and it's just us left here,
Yeah.
out on the street, do you think they're going to be bothered still?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Shane. I firmly believe that.
We need assurances that nothing leaves this plant until the deal is struck. Nothing.
I can't give you that assurance.
Well, you got so-called union officials here, right? They should be getting onto their office and getting things sorted, right? Because these people, including myself, will barricade, right? No way does anything leave this plant. Right, cool. No way.
Colleagues, I think it's just important just to go through one of two things. You've been absolutely brilliant. The media coverage you've got, the support that's been coming in from all over, from union branches up and down the country, and that shows the public support that you've got here, that Belfast has got and Basildon has got, because you've won the argument with the jury of public opinion that says Visteon stink. Visteon should be paying up what they're due, and Ford should as well. Having said that, I was with our lawyers, and it became increasingly clear that the law, which we all know doesn't do working people any good, but it really stinks on this. And it became clear, one, that it was going to be very, very difficult to stop a possession order. That means using force to remove you from the premises. It also means that those of you that are aware of the possession order, beyond midday, as I understand it, are liable to contempt of court proceedings. What is my estimate of what would happen if you stayed is that they wouldn't come for you straight away. They would choke you off, they would let people out, but they won't let anybody back. And gradually, over a period of days, they would move in. And then at some point, early in the morning, with the backing of the tactical support group or whatever it is from Scotland Yard, they'd come in with maximum force and do what the police unfortunately do. And there would be, kill somebody last week, So I really do believe that the way to carry on is not to get into diversions, not to get into issues with the police or whatever, but to put the maximum pressure so that when the General Secretary and the conveners are around that table next Tuesday, we get the very maximum we possibly can. And hopefully it will be something that will be half decent in the circumstances, and something that will pay the rent for a little bit longer, so to speak.
How long was you in there for?
Obviously, in a difficult situation, because if we was to continue our occupation of the factory and the police came in, we would get sentences which would be no good if we was looking for jobs.
I still don't think we should be going anywhere today. I think we should be sitting it out for longer. We've all worked for this company a long time, and we all know the sort of strokes they pull by way of promising one thing and then doing something completely different.
Our union has instructed us to leave today, and we will be following their instructions. We are to continue the protest outside the building, at least up until or after Tuesday, until a satisfactory conclusion is reached.
It's good in one sense that we got them to get back round the table to talk about this, but it's just a shame that we had to come this far to do it.
I think it's a step in the right direction, but it's not enough. You know, the real people are the people that pay their taxes and try their best to actually keep within the law. But the law has failed us, and this is the reason why we have to take the action that we've taken. The law doesn't recognize us. And you can see the amount of support that's going on there. This is because people are fed up of the status quo, and we need change, and we need it now. It's not acceptable what's happening, what they're doing to people. It's not acceptable. You know, it doesn't matter how many of us are sacrificed. It doesn't matter, because we are only commodities that's to their disposal at any time. You know, and the thing is, what we need to do is take action that these things doesn't happen before it becomes too late. We need to make sure the government understands that we have the power, we are the power, not them. And we will exercise our rights.
We say fight back! We say cut back! We say fight back! Cut back! Fight back! Cut back! Fight back! Cut back! Fight back! The workers united will never be defeated! The workers united will never be defeated! The workers united!
This is a testament to the resolve of the employees of this plant that we didn't sit down and the average man and woman stood up for themselves and their families and said, we're not going to take this. Got to stand up sometimes to these big companies that say enough is enough. We will not tolerate it. Yeah!